One, two, three. Open your eyes and look to your surroundings. Are you ready to go back in the past and meet great wizards of all time, enchanting in magical powers and rekindling supernatural and enormous strength and ability? Welcome to the Hogwarts University, a place where the magic lives on. I am Car Brian Ebonia, your wizard for today, and I am reviewing a famous and a legendary movie of all time, and earning in all cinemas with the highest grossing film in their era, The Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix, inspired from the novel and wrote by J.K. Rowling. So let's start. Film review, and it's all about Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. As we can see, we have four academies, and those are Hufflepuff, Slytherin, Gryffindor, and Ravenclaw. And those are the contents that we are encountering in our film reviewing. First is the introduction, second one is the analysis, third is the opinion. The introduction. The Order of the Phoenix of Harry Potter was released on July 11, 2007. Voldemort hasn't been seen in a long time. The Ministry of Magic says Harry starts his fifth year at Hogwarts as a follow-up to Harry Potter and the Half-Blood Prince. This movie is about Harry Potter and the Goblet of Fire. Magicians come to Harry Potter after using magic to safeguard himself and his cousin, Dudley, from evil entities known as Dementors. They take him to number 12 Grimmauld Place in central London, where he lives with his parents. The Order of the Phoenix headquarters and Harry's godfather, Sirius Black, is situated at number 12. Albus Dumbledore, Hogwarts headmaster, leads a troop of wizards in a battle against Lord Voldemort and his followers. The Order must maintain confidentiality and act independently of the Ministry of Magic, which is run by the obtuse and corrupt Cornelius Fudge, who also serves as the Order's overseer. Lord Voldemort has been adamantly refused to be accepted by Fudge. Harry discovers that many wizards are ignorant of his fifth-year encounter with Lord Voldemort. Professor Dumbledore will succeed Cornelius Fudge, Minister of Magic. Harry organizes a gang of kids to defend the school against an incoming flood of evil, but her instructions are inadequate and her techniques brutal. In the Ministry, Harry must be disciplined for using his wand outside of school. Harry gets approved to return to Hogwarts School of Witchcraft and Wizardry with Dumbledore's help. Let's go on to the analysis. Even though Harry Potter plays a significant role in this title, Order of the Phoenix, he also carries a lovely ring. In this case, Dumbledore's followers are symbolized by the Order of the Phoenix, which would be an appropriate group of individuals to take on the Death Eaters. Its symbolic significance makes it a good choice for this role. To anticipate Book 6, we should expect all of the main plot arcs, Harry's resentment and anger at standing out, Dumbledore's and friends' estrangement from him, and the corruption of the Ministry of Magic to be resolved. We will want to know more about Book 6 if there are enough open-ended plot points. Harry must deal with confined spaces throughout Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. He feels trapped and abandoned in Little Winging. Sirius must live in Grumwood Place. Harry must live with Dolores Umbridge at Hogwarts, as the wizarding world deals with Voldemort's rebirth. The Order of the Phoenix is essentially defined by the fact. According to the Ministry of Magic, coping ignores the facts and acts as if they are not real. According to Harry and Dumbledore, coping entails spreading the word about Voldemort's return to as many people as possible while preparing to battle. This may be challenging, especially given that Fudge, in his role as Minister of Magic, is under no illusions that ignoring reality would make the organization's issues disappear. First and foremost, Fudge intends to condemn Harry and restrict his return to Hogwarts. To prevent Harry from spreading knowledge of Voldemort's reemergence. When that fails, Fudge sends Umbridge to Hogwarts to persuade the kids and faculty that Voldemort has not returned. The government and the people conflict with one another in this situation. Fudge prefers to preserve normalcy above protecting his people, leading to significant complications. The ministry devolves into corruption, inefficiency, and oblivion. If it had been for Harry Dumbledore and the Order's never-ending attempts to persuade the people of the truth and defend those they care about, Voldemort would have had easier time establishing his horrible rule over the knave wizarding world. It is vital to question our leaders and seek the truth due to this whole incident, since ignorance is not bliss when faced with a potentially dangerous situation. Finally, the narrative, point of view, and characterization significantly promote the Order of the Phoenix. To begin, our subject is that we miss things more than when they are taken from us. Our team may have been difficult to understand if the story had not shown us several instances of it. The concept would not have applied to the reader if we hadn't been influenced so profoundly by our narrative's third-person point of view. Without the great use of characterization, we would have been uninterested in the story's trajectory. To summarize, we might examine this narrative using various literary terms. Setting, tone, symbolism, and structure are all academic words. These things would have helped, but I feel the ones I concentrated on were the most beneficial. The Order of the Phoenix is an excellent example of employing literary words to enhance the concept, which I found hilarious. Let's go on to my opinion. There was, however, a ray of hope amid the Order of the Phoenix darkness and misery. It rekindled and enhanced the friendships that existed among the Hogwarts students. And perhaps, more importantly, it empowered people to act on their behalf. They banded together to create an army. Secret lessons were imparted. They kidnapped a headmistress and brought her into the woods to be beaten. They were a gang of thugs. During darkness, they assembled an army and fought to restore order. It gave Harry a sense of belonging and allowed him to live up to his name outside of his duty as the Chosen One. Order of the Phoenix is about dividing into what you thought you understand about the adults in your life, both those who have met you and those who have left you behind. In the Order of the Phoenix, Harry is a very different character than he has been in any prior tales. As a consequence of those events, a sorrowful and enraged tone pervades the whole story. He has suffered a tremendous loss, and he is haunted by the fear that he may suffer much more. He is also having sentiments of powerlessness. He wants to help the Order of the Phoenix fight Voldemort, but he's not sure how. He organizes his group of students to teach specific defensive spells, thinking that doing so would lessen his feeling of powerlessness. It turned out that it did help a bit, but the fact that he has always worried about getting caught negated the favorable impact. These emotions permeate the story and are what keep it going ahead. Without it, the story would be a roller coaster of emotions, leaving the reader dizzy and unsatisfied. All of Harry's feeling compelled the reader to tune into them, which helps keep them engrossed in the story. Effectively, overall character development is essential to the success of the story's growth. And to add some, those are the characters: Harry Potter, Hermione Granger, Emperor Umbridge, Lorne Lovegood, and other characters. And the setting of the story is the Hogwarts University and the Erdix of education. And that's my film reviewing about the historic and legendary a famous movie, which is called The Harry Potter and the Order of the Phoenix. Thank you for listening. I hope you'd learn a lot.